Go ahead, brother.
You see his hand holding up? That's me now.
Get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore.
This reminds me of Turkish music, the music to dramatize.
Dramatize, there you go. Yeah. All right. So, it's a lot that's been going on in this country, as you already know. And you already know how the media gets down. It's this full of desperation going on right now. They have tried everything to go against this guy. They even removed one of their candidates that they lied about for years. They removed him and replaced him with her. And now they're doing the pandering thing. And so, if you look at the captions, you know, Democrats have linked Trump to controversial Project 2025. Project 2025 is like it's like the latest thing right now that they're spreading around to try to get people in fear. And people, haven't you read about Project 2025? Why didn't you talk about Project 2025? And all this type of stuff. They themselves don't understand it politically. They think that this fear mongering is like they think Trump is going to get into office and enact some, I guess, dictatorship or some stupid stuff that's been going around, because this is what they've been saying about him for years. So you're gonna think that if you hear this for years and then they put this out here and then they start telling you all this and that crap without you actually using your mind, that's the first thing you're gonna see. It's funny, you type that and this look, they're pushing this everywhere. Look how they're pushing it everywhere. He's actually speaking at a Christian event. Trump speaks everywhere. Project 2025 is separate from Trump. This is something that they're trying to connect to Trump. The conservative groups that put together this list of things, some of them used to be in Trump's administration. That doesn't necessarily mean, and that's another funny thing too, all this stuff that they try to link to Trump by association is crazy. I'll give you an example. Trump is a big celebrity. He took so many pictures in his lifetime that if they link him to somebody controversial, and he happens to say he doesn't know them, the next thing you know is they'll pull up a photo. Oh, Trump said he doesn't know him. And then they'll show a photo with Trump and some person together. Trump has taken so many pictures. It's crazy how they're able to do this. But Trump has Agenda 47. Project 2025 is a conservative think tank, a bunch of ideas, and it's not. It's
an idea.
Yes, ideas, and they're trying to pass it off as this big negative or something like that. Most of it, if people understood it, and that's one of the other problems too. A lot of people don't understand it. They go by the fear monger and they just reject it. All you see people posting is Project 2025. They don't even know. They're just posting it like saying, this is a reason. You know, they don't understand how government works out. They don't understand how Congress works. And they push this because this is desperation right here. The media is pushing this.
If this is an idea, it's no problem. If, it still has to go through.
There you go. That's what they don't understand that. That's what they don't understand. And this is not even
millions of projects, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. This ain't nothing new.
Yeah, it's nothing new, but it needs to go through. It needs to be voted for.
It has to go through the proper stuff. Yeah. So.
And then you can cry.
No, this whole thing, I think is gonna go over. Like, the more that they push it in people's faces, people will finally, I hope so, eventually see the truth and see what's really going on. This has been going on for 4 years, and this is like the most desperate, well, actually more than 4 years.
You can see here, revamp U.S. government.
Yeah.
They're not even saying this is the list.
Right. Even though it does need revamping. It actually does need revamping. You just look at the state of where we're at. But anyway, the whole thing about this video is people are shocked at him saying you won't have to vote for years. And but they're not giving, a lot of these videos are not giving context, and they're turning off the comments. So they won't let people talk amongst each other to figure things out themselves. They won't do that. There are some videos that got the comments turned on, and that's good because there's a few people with intelligence that are able to go in there and be like, yo, this is what he's talking about. Like, The way Trump talks, sometimes they take his satire. They take his satire and they try to use it as a seriousness against him. They've been doing this for so many years. I've been paying attention to it. As you see the first comment, it's crazy how much this goes on with Trump. And since I've been paying attention a few years ago, I was like, oh, wow. When I started watching the videos for myself, and I started watching this, I actually saw this live anyway. That music, boy. Don't you like that music?
Oh, Matrix vibes going on.
Yeah.
If he has distanced himself, what's up with the first headline then?
Because they're trying to connect it to him. That's all. That's what the media has been trying to do is connect this to him so that they can sway public opinion.
From this one
All right.
to
Okay.
this headline.
Trump has distanced himself from the Project 2025, calling it ridiculous.
I will
Project
secure
2025.
our
I don't know what
elections.
is
Our
it,
goal
but
will be, as I said,
maybe I'll know.
one-day voting with paper ballots, proof of citizenship, and
Right.
a thing called voter ID.
Right. He's talking about secure elections.
You know, when you negotiate, and I do that with the Democrats, and I negotiate with them all the time on this, but I say, look, we got to fix our laws on voting. We have to start with voter ID. Everybody has to have, no way! The discussion never even goes any further. I say, we have to have voter ID. It's called voter identification. Nope, we're not going to do it. Now, there's only one reason they do that, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason. Anything else, you know, in their national convention, when they had their convention, they have a voter tag on them bigger than their chest, depending on which chest we're talking about. Bigger than their, like this. Has their name, their serial number, it's got the whole deal. Middle name, past addresses, it's got everything. Otherwise, you can't get into the Democrat National Convention. But with voting, one of your most important things you can do, maybe in many ways your most important, they don't want to approve voter ID. That's because they want to cheat. But until then, Republicans must win. We have to win this election, most important election ever. We want a landslide that's too big to rig. If you want to save America, get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know, and vote. Vote early. Vote absentee, vote on election day. I don't care how, but you have to get out and vote. And again, Christians, get out and vote.
This is an important line.
Just this time.
Christians, get out and vote. That's an important line.
You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm not Christian. I love you. Get out.
Now,
You got to.
let me pause it right here.
Hey.
Now. Yeah.
50-50.
Christian, I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
Now, pause it right
conclusion,
here. Pause it right here, because that's the most important part of this whole thing. This is all the controversy right here. So, to put it into context, because for those who probably haven't been keeping up with things in the last 4 years, all they got to do is really look back at 2020, because this is what he's referring to. So
Rigged elections.
this is what yeah, exactly. That's what he's referring to. So when he's saying Christians, you got to get out and vote. What he was saying before that, which a lot of people don't pay attention to, he's talking about the various groups. I was watching it live, by the way. He's talking to the various groups that don't vote. And Christians is one of those groups he named. He named a few other groups. He said that they don't go vote. And that's an issue. He said he needs everybody to go vote. And it got to be a landslide election so it can be too big to rig. They can finally get through this election. And once they get through this election, he can clean these things up. Because he's always been asking for this. He's been asking for this for years. You know, we got machines. What do machines do? It's like, why do we have them? So that's what he's getting at. The fact that people don't go out and vote. Those particular groups don't go out and vote. So what he's telling them is just this time. And then you can go back to not voting. That's basically what he's saying. He's not saying like don't just in general don't vote. You should vote. But he's saying since you all don't vote like that, just vote this one time. Just this one time. That's all he was saying. But you see the people getting misled, and it's crazy. Let me say this. If you know who Donald Trump is, if you've known Donald Trump throughout the years, you can understand exactly what he means and what he's saying. But if people clip it, people clip it. And I'm not going to fault everybody. I'm not going to fault everybody for these type of videos because it's not everybody's fault. A lot of people don't have time to go through all that stuff and check all the videos and check all the latest stuff. A lot of people get their stuff through clips.
People need to chill, bro. It's some people say something, it might not sound good, but if you take the benefit of the doubt, and you look for more than fear, and details, you get it. It will like now when he says you don't have to vote.
What he means by you don't have to vote anymore, he's you gotta hear the first part of it to understand the last part of it. The first part of what he's saying to begin with is these people don't vote at all. They already don't vote. They don't participate. That's what he's saying. He's saying that in the earlier parts of the video, kind of before that. He's saying how they don't vote. They need to get out and vote. Then, jokingly, he's saying this. Like, after you go vote this time, just this time, I just need this time so we can get everything fixed. And then you don't have to worry about it no more. Because you don't vote anyway. That's basically what he's saying. Y'all, all y'all groups, y'all don't vote. Y'all don't participate. So just participate this one time. And then you all can go back to not voting. Because everything will be fixed. And everybody...
You help me one time get the out, like kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, not get the fuck.
Kinda, like help me out, and don't worry about it anymore.
Right, he's saying they don't vote anyway. That's the whole point of what people are missing. He's saying that these groups, they don't vote. In general, they don't vote when they need to vote. So he's asking them to vote at least this one time. Just this one time is all he needs because he wants to fix things for the country. It should be obvious to people how much stuff they're going against this guy with to know better. It also should be obvious to people that before 2016, he was liked. You can find video of the media in love with this dude before 2016. Right before 2016, the media was in love with this dude. After 2016, everybody was coming for him. All the media, all the political, everything was coming for him. Why? You all should question that. You all should check that.